Okay, we're back. What's that wind like, guys? I'll wait for someone to come in. Wait for one of you to come in. Someone to sit at the table. To sit will give you sight. Maybe I'm going to have to sit this way today, actually, because of the wind. Hey, Christine. Thanks for sitting at the table today. Hey, does that sound alright? I think if I stand up this end today and shade the wind from the microphone, hopefully it won't interrupt. Cool, sounds good. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. I'm very appreciative of that. It helps me and it helps you. So it's called quid pro quo. And we help each other. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. That's how it works. It works, because then we're a team, aren't we? We're a team, and that makes us all bigger and better and faster and stronger and aware, insightful. Your word, I, Magi, nation, Very powerful word. Bells, the bells were these. Here's my bells. These are the bells you heard because you are here. Ring. You're hearing the ring of the bells. This is the hearing. You know, bells they're all individual. All individual little bells. All making their own little sound. But together, beautiful. Little bells. For whom the bell tolls. Maybe it tolls for you, my friends. Okay, Ray Luthris, thanks for joining us, mate. Hope all's good in the hood. Because we're all in the hood, mate. We've been hoodwinked. No doubt about it. So these are bells, the individual bells, for whom the bells toll. The bells toll for you, my friend. Right, I'm not sure where today's corridor is going to go. But I'm sure it'll... Oh, look, I just found it. Oh, wow, isn't that beautiful? Hey, I just found my microphone. I've been looking for this for about 3 days. Oh, isn't it a beautiful thing? Hey? Let's get it open and I'll plug it in. And hopefully you'll be able to hear me a lot better. I won't have any problem with interference of the wind. Hey Stuart, thanks for coming to the table. It's a stable table. There's no cons on this table, so you won't be running into any constables. Well, how's this go? Oh, it goes in there. Oh, there we go. Sorry, did that just cut out there for a minute? Hi mate, so I've just plugged in. I don't know how these work. Where are we? Hey, can you guys still hear me? Hey you guys, I'm just about to plug in my new set of headphones that came with the phone that I'd lost for a couple of days, and I'm about to plug it back in, but I'm not sure whether you're still going to be able to hear me, so I'm going to plug it in now, and can someone just give me a thumbs up? Can someone just give me a thumbs up if they can hear me when I plug this in? So I'm plugging it in now. Right, can you still hear me? Don't we? Yeah, can you guys hear me now? Can someone give me a thumbs up there? Yo, can you hear me? Oh, we're not scrolling up. Where are we? Oh, yep, so you can hear me all good. Cool. Okay, I'll try and keep an eye on your comments. But I'm quite happy for you just to sit there and listen. Because sit gives you sight. Let's start there, shall we? Because when you sit... Oh, we got a red pen today. Oh, yeah. Can you see that? That's not a very good colour, is it? Right. Yes, but softer. Okay, well, I'll try and turn her up here. Oh, here we go. Haven't got me... Raise volume bar safely on single volumes. Okay, is that better? I'll just turn the volume up on my phone. That should be good. Where were we? Oh yeah, I was going to change my pen. Oh, that's interesting. Red pen. Red pen, blue pen. Red lights, blue lights. Where do you see red lights, blue lights, man? That's left brain, right brain. The two hemispheres of your brain. They're spheres. It's a sphere. I talked about the moon last night. You saw my little corridor with the moon. So, I'll go down here and just make sure it's still okay. So it's still okay? You can still hear me? Hopefully it's coming through okay. Sounds good. Sounds all bells on your ankles. That was earlier, I think. I scroll down. Oh yeah, all good. You can hear me. Okay, there's a thumbs up there somewhere. Okay, sit. So sit and listen. Just to sit and listen. Feature. Oh. If we change the vowel, I'll go into these a little bit today actually because it's all about the spelling, folks. IOU. Don't know about that IOU at the end there, folks. It sounds a bit like a contract or something to me. Anyway, sit. Sit. If you change the vowels, because the vowels have long sounds and short sounds, yeah? Long sound, short sound. They all have long sound and a short sound. I'm going to give you an English lesson. It's going to be an English lesson like you've never had before. I'm going to do a bit of dispelling. Because it's all about spells, isn't it? Spells, you know about that? Spells, spelling. Okay. So let's sit gives us sight. See that? Sight. If you change the I as a long vowel, you get sight. And you listen. Which means to be silent. Because you've got the N, the E, the T, the L, the I, and the S. Okay? What's a list? A list. Oh, that's a you know, a list, shopping list. Yeah, shopping list, you know, shopping list. A list is also when a boat is on the ocean and it's going sideways. Okay? It's listing. It's listing, isn't it? You want to be on board. This is all on board here. It's a whiteboard. Some people get a bit upset if I'm using a whiteboard because they get a bit upset with words. Because whiteboards, I didn't have a blackboard. I didn't have a blackboard. And chalk. Chalk it up the old blackboard. Chalk it up, eh? Chalk it up, mate. That's how it goes. It's all spells. So I frame it. Yeah, let me frame it. Yeah, it's framed. Boxed. We've boxed it now. Look at that. If I say box, think of a box, folks. Think of a box. All of you have just thought of a different box, didn't you? Some thought of a cardboard box. Some thought of a... I don't know. Other boxes are there. Well, the boxes that are around us are the ones we've framed ourselves with. And we do that, and you see lots of forms, yeah? Lots of forms where you have to fill out the boxes. And it's got X marks the spot, and you sign there, don't you? Your signature. The sign, because that's silent, of your nature. Is that the nature of your sign? Signatory. Oh, you're a signatory to something. Is that a signal? Oh, there might be a signal in there. Oh, you're sighing. What are we sighing about? We're sighing about it, aren't we? Why are we sighing about it? Because it incites you, doesn't it? It incites you. And then you're full. So you're insightful. You're full of insight. Oh, make sure it's not that one though. Because if it's that one, then it's not very nice. You could get violent. It's like you're back into the music again to make you sick. The violence, the violas. Coffin. I make coffins, actually. It's one of the things I do. Oh, I used to. I used to. That's what I used to do in the past. That's in the past now. It's passed on. It's passed on. It's dead, making coffins. Passed on. I've passed on from that. I used to, but now I've passed on. It's not mean I'm dead, but I do. I make coffins. Cool coffins too. Natural recycled wood with hemp rope so you can handle it. So you can still hear me there. There's no actual thing on here. Yeah, all good. Okay. Okay, so where were we? Where were we? Well, we don't really know because there's that many different calendars out there. So many different calendars. So what's going to happen is if you've been joining me, meaning together, because when you join things, because you're eye on, aren't you? There's lots of joy there. Oh, join. Oh, yeah, I like to join things. I like to be on board. This is the board. There's the ship. We're all waving. Let's create motion, eh? Motion. Oh, you're on again. There's a contract. Motion. Motion means movement, doesn't it? Oh, let's start a movement. Ment is mind. Let's move our minds, eh? Ment, it's from Latin. Means mind. So the word government, means, that's mind. If you don't mind, it won't matter, isn't it? Govern. What is to govern? Oh, it's control, folks. Control. Oh, wait a minute. Norm, is government mind control? Yes. Gosh, you guys are clever. You're starting to de-spell now. You're de-spelling things. You're undoing the spells. And ings. The nings and ings. That's always action. It's doing something. Like sing. You like to sing. You like to sing. You're doing it. Oh, you're ing. That's interesting, isn't it? Isn't that interesting? You know what interesting is? Inter. Every single word, you can start doing this now. Well, in fact, you're not going to be able to stop not doing it. Because once you see, you can't unsee. Once you know, you can't unknow. You can ignore your knowing. You can be ignorant of your knowing. You can turn a blind eye. That's what you can do. You could turn a blind eye. Turn the other cheek, isn't it? Isn't that turning the other cheek? When you get an insult, you get slapped. I'm not biblical. Look, you know, it baffles myself. I've got to be honest with you here. Now, I get out here and do these corridors with you, and I'm using words and language. Now, okay, let's go there then. Okay, so I'm using words and language, yeah? Language, okay? Language. It's to languish. To languish is to, oh, you know, oh, here or there, double, you know, languish. It's forked tongue. It's forked tongue. Why? You ask why. Always you ask why. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't they turn that upside down? You want your cup full, don't you? Emptying it out, folks. See, signs, symbols. See, before the signs, well, in fact, signs are symbols, aren't they? What did I do wrong there? There. Signs are symbols. That's a sign. This is a sign, isn't it? That's a sign. Are you reading it? Or you're red? If you're red, you might be angry, mightn't you? I know, you're a vessel. You're a blood vessel. Eh? There's law. There's laws in that. They're not our laws. We don't know. We don't understand them. We don't fully understand them because we've been lied to, folks. Because we're languishing in the language. The language is full of spells that have got you boxed in. Do you see how that works? And you got vowels. Oh, but that's the long and the short of them. It's the long and the short of the vowels, isn't it? Vowels. You've got to have vowels, folks. Remember the vowels? Oh, the L's quite silent, isn't it? Oh, it's silent. It's silent. S-I-L-E-N-T. What's it lent? Is it lent to your sigh? Are you listening? Is your vessel listening? Is it? Maybe it's going sideways. Maybe it's not quite right. It needs to be half left. Because then you're centered. You see how that works? And when you're centered, see, you're centered, ED. That can be ID, pronounced ID or IT in different words too. It's very interesting. ED. It's finished. Anyway, cent. Oh, cents. Oh, it's all about cents. It's got value. Here we go. This is a good thing. You've got to have... There's three things that you should look at when you are making a decision about something that is kind of final. It's kind of financial, is it? You know, something that's final has value. And it costs something, and it's worth something. And that, I'm not going to box that actually, that's entirely up to you guys. You have to evaluate things. You know, what's the value of things? Oh, you know, limitless. Limitless. Less limit? Yep, limitless, mate. What's the cost? Whoa, could cost everything. Could cost everything. Oh, can you see that? Sorry, my writing where you can't see. Could cost everything. Thing, oh, you're doing action. So there, it's limitless, value's limitless, the cost is everything. What's it worth? Mate, it's priceless. Okay? It's priceless. But you have to evaluate the cost and the worth entirely to each. It's to each and their own, isn't it? It's to each and their own. And you want to be the owner, don't you, of your ship. Oh, there's an interesting one too. Let's get into that one. Ship. You want to be the owner of your ship. Do you want to be listing? Lent. Lent is also like rent. Lent. Oh, I lent my friend some money and he didn't pay it back. Oh, so pay attention. Pay attention, folks. You've got to pay attention. What's attention? Aten, isn't it? Aten. Oh, is that one of those gods? Aten. Yeah, it is too. They say amen. Amen. Amenhotep. Oh, there's another Egyptian god. You people trying to tell me you're not religious and your language is full of God. El. Eh? Enki, El. Isis. Ra. And El. Oh, Israel. Israel. Go and look up. You won't be able to. Oh, unless there's a Phoenician. Because the phonies, the phonetics. This is all phonetics, isn't it, folks? Look at that. It's all phonetics. Tick you off yet? I sees. I see. See, every individual letter of your alphabet, your alpha beta. What's the alpha beta, folks? Oh, it's a sine wave, isn't it? Isn't it a sine wave? It's waving at you, giving you a sign. Are you sensitive? Are you sensitive, folks? Are you sensitive? Do you understand the value? What's it going to cost? And what it's worth? Well, that's to each, isn't it? To each and their own, the ship. See, that's what's going on there. See, it's all been framed. See, it's all framed. It's all boxed in. That's what it does. It keeps you in a box. You're boxed in. Now look at this. I didn't even notice this today, until today actually. This little black bag I'm carrying around. That's interesting, isn't it? Did I do interesting? No, I didn't. What's interesting, folks? What's interesting? You might have to clear me board. I'll bring a rag. No, I didn't. Oh, she'll be right. She'll be right. Half left. Where are we? I'm going to leave the value and the cost and the worth of things, because that's how we determine. And we like to be determined, don't we? Because we have determination. Nation then, don't we? And what's I, Magi Nation? I, the Magi of the nation. Oh, wow, that's really interesting, Norm. Interesting. Let's go to interesting then. Oh, it's inter. That means between, isn't it? Inter. What does it mean, inter? What are you interring, Norm? Hey? Are you trying to inter something here? Do you hear? Do you hear? Do you hear? Bit eerie. Anyway. What was I doing? Where was I? Imagination. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Of course, we like a little rest, don't we? From the beginning into the beginning of the rest to the end of the rest is the intertime, and you're resting. So that's interesting. And when you're interesting, you're being insightful. You're thinking. You're thinking about the ink, aren't you? You're thinking about the ink, putting ink on paper, which is stationary, but it's a pen. So we have motion. Oh, we have emotion, don't we? Oh, we're all emotional. We're all pretty determined, but we don't want to be deterred. No, we want more insight. But be careful about that insight, because it can incite you. Oh, why will it do that? Oh, because it might make you start to question a few things. Like you have been lately, of late. Is it of late? Oh, is that late? Is that lateral? What's lateral? Oh, that's plane, isn't it? Oh, we're on a plane? Oh, no, we're grounded. We're on the ground. We're on the ground. Ground is solid, eh? We like a bit of solidity. Like solid. It's an element, isn't it? Solid. It's elementary. Oh, it's pretty elementary. It's elementary. Sherlock Holmes. Check that name out. See, this is what I'm telling you. Once you start to realise, once you start to have real eyes. Oh, actually, we'll do it this way, eh? Let's encode something else there. Real eyes. Because it's all encoded, folks. You've got your driving code, your drinking code, your drugs code. You're all being encoded. Encoded. In code. Codified. You've been codified. It's like petrified. See, what I'm doing is I'm changing the ways that you will see things. You will start to look at things in a different way, and you'll start to find deeper, hidden messages encoded in all this. Because these are all just characters, aren't they? Aren't they just caricatures? Caricatures are characters, aren't they? Caricatures? Characters. I can go to the market and get someone to draw my caricature. It's not me, but it's a character. But it emanates signs, because they're all signs. See that? Signals. They're signals, they're signs. The pen. Ooh, the pen. Characters have persona, don't they? Persona. Oh, they do. Oh, well, there's an arm missing. Oh, I didn't get bent over. Oh, I didn't get quite bent over. I need to kind of stand up and get back on my legs. See, there are signals and codes and everything. What is that? RS in the alphabet. Oh no, I won't get sidetracked again. So we have a persona. Yep, go and look up the legal definition of the word person, man. Go and check that out. Oh, I'll save you the timey. I'll save you the timey. Because I know you just like to sit there and watch. Tick. Tock. Time. North, east, west and south. You clocked in? You've been clocked in? What happens when someone clocks you? You don't like that, do you? It's like a whack in the face. Yeah. Wonder what's going on there. Where was I going there? And this is it with the language. And less-ons. Putting less on. Put less on? What do you mean, less on? How can it be less on? Oh, because we talk, don't we? We talk things down. Less on, we con, don't we? We con and we verse. We con and we verse each other. And then we sit down and we diss. And we cuss. I don't want to talk to you people. I don't want to talk to you people. You're all cons, versing each other, dissing and cussing. Which one are you? The dome of the wise? Or which one? Which one? Hey? Are you one of these? Are you conversing and discussing, are you? I don't really want to talk to you people. I ain't got timey for that. I like to watch. Oh, the watch is gone. Oh, see, time's gone. Just like that. That's what happens. Boom, it's gone. What time is it? You know. You know. Oh, I'll put the silent K there just to make it clear for you. Put the silent, because things are silent sometimes, aren't they? We don't say things sometimes. Isn't that funny? Oh, that's interesting, Norm. Why don't we say things sometime, mate? Oh, because we have no voice. You know why we have no voice? Because you've been invoiced, mate. It's an invoice. You're in contract. Remember contractions. Ask any mum about contractions and she'll tell you that they're painful. So you've been invoiced. And then you get a bill, don't you? And then you start to be ill. Don't you? You see how that works? See the program? See the program? That's the virus, folks. This is the virus you've got. You think you're going to get a virus? You've already got it. See, it's a mess, isn't it? Isn't that a mess? What a mess. Is that a message? Oh, it's a mess of the age. It must be an error. Oh, there's another time. Oh, is that another time? It was an error. Oh, a messy age. What age are you? How old are you, mate? Hey? Are you an infant? You in fantasy, are you? You in fantasy land? Hey? What's going on there? You've been chilled. Oh, is that child? Oh, we'll put it along. We'll make that eye. We'll make that eye big open one, eh? We'll make it long. Chilled. Oh, infant to chilled. Then what happens, Norm? Oh, you become an adult, mate. You've been adulterated. That's you. Hey, you all consider yourselves to be adults, don't you? But you were born in a ward, folks. It was a back ward. It wasn't a front ward. Could have been a behind ward. Oh, that's a back ward, isn't it? Back ward, behind. Ward. Forward. Ah, forward. Ward in. That's a den, and it's a box. Is there a ward in? Oh, shit. Is there a den? Are we back in that box of spells again, are we? Oh, damn. Don't like that. Don't like what you're doing, Norm. You're languishing. You're languishing, the phony ticks. Ticks, what are ticks, folks? They're a little wee insect. Little wee blood-sucking insect, aren't they? That sits on your head. You can see I can't draw. These are my drawing skills, but I'm good at spelling. I'm pretty good at spelling. You will be too, hopefully, because you will see. You will not see, because remember AB is not, like abnormal. A lot of people think I'm abnormal. I appreciate that, because who wants to be the flock in the flock? Flock that. What was I doing there? Was it use? Was I going to use that? Was it not use? Not using. I was not using that. Oh, mind. I don't mind. Well, if you don't mind, it won't matter. It's pretty simple, eh? We like keeping things simple. Where was I there? Oh, now, see, and this is the other thing too. Once you start de-spelling, undoing the spells, you never know where it's going to go, because you'll always be finding new things. And it's exciting. It excites you. Oh, to err, that's what I was doing. Now, we're in an era, aren't we? Now, we're always told, we have to get up and go for a bit of a walk around the signs. Have a look at the signs. And shall I have a look at what you guys are up to? You're watching. Oh, you got time. You all got a good watch, have you? Is it a gold watch? What kind of watch you got? Someone's coughing. They might be dying. They might have that virus that everyone's caught, because they're all in court. See how that works? You've been caught. caught an eye. Remember the eye I said before about the eye, Magi Nation. Oh shit, there's my dog. Eye Magi Nation. Who sits in the court? The magistrate, because it's straight out magic, folks. I'm going to have to go and rescue this guy from me vicious dog. Sorry about that, bud. Can I just get you to stand still, and I'll grab him. He doesn't like good people. Get out of there, you little rat bag. Go on, beat it. Be at, which means over there. Away. Be away. Which way? Oh, wave. People say, oh, we'll throw things away. Where's away, folks? Oh, it's just over there. Oh, out of sight, out of mind, is it? You're turning a blind eye again. Gosh, you're not very nice people. I'm beginning to wonder about you people. You my friends? You trying to fry my end? Hey? You trying to fry my end, you friends? Call yourselves friends? Don't know about that. I'm questioning, because I question everything. Because we're in the reign of QE2, aren't we? It's the reigning of QE2, and we've all been dampened down, because that's what happens in the rain. What have I got here today, folks? What have I got here today? What have I got in balance there? In balance. Do you know what ants is in the back end of words? This is lovely. You'll like this. Ants. Ants. D. It's a dance. It's action. Act. You'll jump to acts, don't you? Acts and statutes. That's the legislation, isn't it? The legislation. Slated your legs. Oh, you see? Do you see? Do you see how you're having your hearing? Yeah. Is your ear ringing yet? Can you hear the ear ringing? Because you've got two ears and one mouth. So you should be listening twice and speaking once. Speak. Those whose voices are at their peak, they speak. Do you see? Do you see how it works? This is programming, folks. It's your program. It's the one you downloaded. Well, here, I'm going to give you some upload. Because we all like to be loaded, don't we? Because then we're thoughtful, don't we? Full of thoughts, rather than being thoughtless. Oh, it's easy to thought less. Or to think less. That's the easy part. So we've got two books here. We've been booked. Cops book you, don't they? Then they charge you. Oh, we all like being charged, don't we? Charged up. Woohoo, charged. Because you think it's fine. Because they fine you. Because that's what I do. It's all commerce. You're out on the roads in your vessels, partaking in commerce on the seas. And so there's a couple of books there. There's that book of the law. And then there's that book of the law. One's in the world of the living. One's in the world of the dead. I'll show you how that works. Let me show you how that works. Well, I'll show you one example, one instance. Instant. It's instantaneous. Just add water. What was I doing there? Law. Book of the living, book of the dead. And that's why we truly are, folks, in the age of the zombie. What do they call them? Zombie apocalypse or whatever it is they've been programming you with. Let me get into that. You'll love this. Don't let me forget that. Media. And while I'm not getting to that, go and look up this one. Media. Oh, it's media. Oh, it's the phonics. It's the phonics. It's phony. It's a phony language. It's phonetical. So you have to change the phonetics. The sound. You have to change the sound. Because that'll give you a good vibration. And you'll feel it. And when you feel, and it's past, you're in the field. And then you're felt, aren't you? And felt's just beautiful. We all love a bit of felt. Oh, and this is a felt pen too, isn't it? Oh, wait a minute, let me back in that pen again. Shivers, are we back in jail, Norm? I don't like that. Stop it. Stop putting us in jail, Norm. Oh, it's not me, it's you guys. This is the gauge of the land that you use. You're not on the land, you're in the water. You're in the seas of commerce. And when you drive, you are operating a vehicle in commerce. Go look it up in a legal dictionary, folks. Prove me wrong. Actually, any time you can prove me wrong, please do. Because I would love to be wrong. Because I'm always right, then you're not half left, are you? And then you're only one-sided, so you turn and you have a cheek, and you're only getting half the message. Yeah. Where was I before? Oh, I wanted to do that other one. There's a couple here I want to pick up on. A couple of strings I want to pick up. I want to pick up on that one there too, actually. So where were we? Book of the Living, Book of the Dead. Where's I going there? No, kind of lost that thread. Unless someone can remind me. Who's watching? What have we got here? Who we got here? Sorry, not what have we got here? Justine, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope it's all good in the hood. Emma, Bradley, Justin, love your post, mate. Living off the land. Beautiful, man. Just love you. Jordan, Jason, how you doing, buddy? Kayleen, welcome to the table. It's a stable table. Christine, good on you. Thanks, guys. Hope you can all hear me well. Carmen, thanks for joining us. You're all pretty hungry today, are you? Want a bit of food for thought. We like a bit of food for thought, don't we? Because then we're thoughtful. See how that works? It's all about the words, the spellings, and the spells, and the codes. And you've all been encoded. You've all been codified. And there's a covenant. A bit of a covenant there somewhere too. A coven. Is that a coven of witches? Are they spelling? Are they telling you spells again? Oh, shivers. Best we be aware. So there's two books of the law there, folks. One's the Book of the Dead, and one's the Book of the Living. And most people are operating over here. You're all over here. Do you know why that works? I'll tell you why that works, folks. Because when you were born... Okay, we'll get back round to that one. When you were born, you were birthed, yeah? Oh, well, I won't go there. So when you were born, your parents, one of them's named the informant, and the Prime Minister at the moment's asking you all to be informants, isn't she? To inform. Oh, but she's so nice. She cares so much about us, and she thinks we're all kind. We're all kind, are we? We're all kind. Kin's family, isn't it? And that's familiar, isn't it? I'm not very familiar with her. I don't consider her to be anywhere near my family at all, ever. She's not too familiar with me. And what I do know, I don't like. Old Jacinderella, who's been groomed for public consumption. Anyway, informant, where was I? Birth certificate, yeah, birth certificate. So straight away you've been certified. You get certified straight away, folks. You're certified, got to certify you. Put you in the box, again, certified. Certainly you've been fried. Born, see, those contracts. Mum's just had contracts. She's a bit of pain going on. There's contracts going on. Informant, she becomes informant. Not she, sometimes he, if it's... Oh, don't know, someone becomes informant. They narc. They dob you in. And they register you. Register you. What's a register? Register writes things down in it. We register things, don't we? Go up and look up the legal definition of the word register. Oh no, I'll save you the time. I'll save you the time again if you watch. If you all watch carefully. Because you're full of care. To register basically means a transfer of ownership. Transfer of ownership is to register. And this is where the law is only 9/10. 9/10. Why is the law only 9/10 of the law, folks? I bought this pen. I've got it in my hand. Possessions, 9/10 of the law. I must own it. No, I don't actually. You say, why, Norm? How is it? How is it I can't? I've got my car. I bought it. I drive round in it. Surely it's mine. Is it mind? Remember, because if you don't mind, is it mind? Won't matter. What matters, folks? You know what's mattering? All the spells that you are casting with the cursive language. As we join those letters together, it's cursive, isn't it? Again, they're telling you in front of your face what's going on. Where was I there? Register. Oh, yeah, register. Register transfer ownership. So you've all got your... See, when you register your car, your autonomous mobility device, it's not actually called a car because then you're back into legalese. And legalese is the language, if you'll remember, if you'll recall, actually. Total recall. Anyway, if you'll recall, legalese is a language that looks like English, sounds like English, and is not English. Well, that's where I was before. I did finish that thread too, actually. Did I finish that? No, I didn't. Oh, got lots to finish. Don't know whether I'll get through all this corridor today. Or if my battery's going to last or whatever. Or you guys get bored. You getting bored yet? Or is it interesting? Where was I there? Grammars. No, grammarians. No, law. No, it wasn't. Oh, gosh, I've lost it there. Where was I? Someone remind me. To recall. I was talking about recall. 1 cent. 1 cent. Oh, well, I like 1 cent. Oh, 1 cent gives you incense, doesn't it? I like incense. I like to be incentivized. I devise things, incentivize. Ah, I quite like that. Value of the inner eye. Incent. Lovely. Beautiful word. See, that's what I mean. You can start dispelling words. Where was I? Registering. That's right. Register transfer of ownership. Yeah, so when you... That's right. So when you register your vehicle to the Land Transport Agency, whatever agent, they're a gent, aren't they? Remember what I said about Gentiles? They're the pigs, aren't they? Oh, shit, Gentiles are pigs, the goyim, the scum, the slaves. Think about it. Anyway, so you go and register your vehicle. You go and register your vehicle to the New Zealand Transport Agency. And it's transporting, and it's between ports. Isn't it? That's what transport means. It's like passport. It's between ports. We all like a good port, don't we? Nice bit of port, bit of liquor, back in the liquidity again. Anyway, register. So when you register a birth, you're transferring the ownership of that birth, or actually the name. It's a nomenclature. I'm not going to get into too much into the legalities, but it's a nomenclature. You might be able to look that up. Go and look it up. I think that's Latin, actually. Nomenclature. It's a nomenclature. Is your name. It's not you. It's a character. Again, like the characteristics. It's a persona. It's not you. How can a word be you? Oh, actually it can be you, actually, because it's a letter. And these are actually words, because these are characteristics. They've got many different types of persona. Have you got your purse on you? Oh, have you got your purse on? That means you must be valuable, eh? You've got your purse on you, eh? You must have value, cost and worth then. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you've got your person on you. You've got to get a handle on you, eh? Getting a handle on it. Get a handle on you, mate. I'm getting a handle on you lot. You're all conversing and discussing. Oh, I'm a bit tired of talking to you guys. It's getting a bit... Well, anyway. Where was I? Person, value, worth, cost, person. Oh, yeah, person, the legal... That's what I forgot to finish off with. Person, the legal definition. Again, the legalese. Oh, here, that's right. Finish that one first. So legalese is in English. It looks like English, sounds like English, and is spelt like English, but it's not. Okay, it is not English. And that's where they get colour of law. And that's where well, what's the colour of law? Is that the hue of man, that colour of law? Which law? I wonder which law it is. Living or the dead? Now, I'm not a religious man. I'll keep reiterating this. I do believe in a God, or gods, or whatever, because a tree has many parts, doesn't it? So I wouldn't imagine God just has one part. I'd imagine there's like unlimited Oh, how did we see that? Oh, unlimited. That was value, wasn't it? Value was unlimited. The cost was priceless. No, I've rubbed it out anyway. Hopefully you got it. Hey, you can write these things down. And then they can become your rights. And that's right, eh? See that right? It's your right. Are you all right? Do you know all your rights? I'm sure you know all your wrongs, don't you? You'll beat yourself up for all your wrongs. That's what the news is all about, you know, that information that comes from the north, the east, the south. No, north, where are we? See, now I'm confused. I'm misdirected. I'm misdirecting you. The north, the east, the west, and the south. That's the news, folks. That's what the king did. He sent his riders out to his boundaries so that it would bring back... He would send the pages, actually, the pages of the book. He would send the pages of the book to go out to the limits of his boundaries, of his whenua, to find out what was going on the land and who's revolting, who's being revolting out there. Are you guys revolting yet? They call you revolting, don't they? So you must be. Surely you're revolting. You're a revolting lot because you con and verse and you diss and you cuss. Bloody revolting little ratbags. And you're all infants in wards, in the dens. And when you talk, you rant, don't you? You rant. What are you ranting about, folks? War. That's why the cops give you a warrant. It's a warrant. And you need a warrant for your car. It's a war rant. See, they're taxing